If you want to be a sexually confident man, you have to be able to do this. Hey guys, I'm Stephanie Ganowski, a sexologist and sex coach for men. I've been working with men specifically for 6+ years now, helping them with their dick-related issues and also their sex communication issues with their female partners. So in today's video, I want to tell you the one thing that many men avoid because they're afraid, and if they did it, they would feel so much more sexually fulfilled and confident, and their female partners would love them so much more and enjoy sex so much more. And that thing is asking her questions to make sure that she's enjoying sex with you. What happens with a lot of guys is you attach your ego to the sexual experience. And you're like, all right, I have to be the best. I have to be the biggest. I have to make her scream. And you take so much credit for like making her orgasm. And if she doesn't, you kind of get insecure and feel pressure. And let's just get rid of you owning her orgasms. Like, cause you don't. You don't. If her body is not in a certain place, if her mind is not in a certain place, it doesn't matter how good you are at techniques, you're not bringing her to orgasm. So it's really up to her. You are just helping her. If you have a good track record, it probably means you're a good communicator. It probably means you ask a lot of questions. You have good technique, and you also help her feel safe and relaxed. But you're helping her. You're not the one doing it. You're helping. So when you think of it that way, you take some pressure off, and you also realize, all right, so if I'm helping her, and sometimes I find that a woman's challenged with reaching an orgasm, I'm not going to blame myself to instead ask her a question or multiple questions, understanding why it is that she's having a hard time and what you could do to help her. So these questions might sound something like, hey, the last few times we had sex, I wasn't sure if you were reaching an O. And I want to know, is there something I could do to help you out there? Another question might sound like, hey, when I did this to you the other night, I thought you'd like it, but based on the reaction, I'm not so sure. Did you like it, or was that not your thing? To ask questions like this shows you're not afraid of hearing feedback like, yeah, I'm really not having O's. And I don't know, maybe it's because of this. And really quick before we continue on, are you struggling with sex performance anxiety, dick-related issues? I'm giving away a free week of my sex meditations. I developed this app to help men have a healthier relationship with masturbation. They can bring what they learn using these meditations with masturbation into their sex lives with their partner, so they could feel more confident, they could feel like everything's functioning better down there, and they could also feel free from relying on porn. So if you want to see if sex meditations help you, then go ahead and get your free 1-week trial at meditations.supercast.com. Back to the video. You're not afraid of getting feedback like, yeah, I really didn't like when you did that. That was not it for me. And you want to be comfortable receiving that type of information because it's important to know exactly how your partner's feeling and not just assume you're great at everything all the time and never make any mistakes when it comes to sex. And these aren't even mistakes. These are just, it's trial and error. You know, sometimes we try things with partners. It worked for someone else. It doesn't work for this partner. And that's okay. That's normal. That's actually what makes sex really cool is everyone's so different and has their own unique wants and desires and fantasies and kinks. You get to see all the differences, which is exciting and fun. But you have to take the pressure off of yourself and be confident enough to ask these types of questions so you fully understand the partner you're with. And you're not afraid of receiving feedback like, I really didn't like that, or I'm really not reaching O's with you. You want to know that, right? Like that's important to know. And there's way too many guys who are having sex with their female partners, and their female partners are like, I haven't orgasmed in 7 years. And there's so many guys who feel like the orgasm is their responsibility, that they have to give it. And if they're unsure, then they just don't bring it up. Because the last thing they want to hear is that they're not doing what they're responsible for. And that's just not true. You are not responsible for that. And you don't want to be that guy in a relationship who never brings it up because you're afraid of hurting your ego or you're embarrassed. Like, it's okay to bring that up. It's okay to say, hey, I'm not really sure how you've been feeling about this. Hey, I'm not really sure if you're turned on by what I've been doing lately. We should be able to say these things to our partner. And I hope you get the courage to, and when you do, you'll realize how much more confident you feel and how much better sex gets within your relationship. So, hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next video.